I'm Jen. I am the author of the Lucia Chronicles by Jennifer L. Kelly. They are young adult books that are sci-fi and dystopian. I am also a middle school language arts teacher. I'm going on my 7th year of teaching, and I'm also a very big fan of Doctor Who. On this channel, I am planning on giving writing advice, some language arts strategies that you can use in your classroom. Also, I'm planning on talking about some books that I like. Young adult is my favorite genre. That's why I write young adult books. And I just wanted to share my knowledge with people out there who maybe want to be writers or who want some ideas for their classroom. So the first thing I want to talk about is a very big question that I frequently receive is, I want to write, but I don't know how to get started. I have so many ideas and I just don't know what to do with all of my ideas, or you start writing stories and then you stop writing stories and you just can't get from beginning to end. So how can you do that? Well, the way that I did that is through a program called NaNoWriMo or NaNoWriMo. So it depends on how you pronounce it, I guess. So basically, NaNoWriMo is a program that I did with my 8th grade students last year at the recommendation of another colleague. And what it is it stands for National Novel Writing Month. And it is a great program because there's a lot of support within that program. There's a lot of community to help you move along. It's also wonderful because there's 2 separate programs. There's the Young Writers program, and then there is the adult version, I guess you could say. The Young Adult Writers program, the goal for students typically is 30,000 words, which would be kind of like a novella, I guess you could say, a short novel, whereas the adult program is a 50,000 word count goal. And this is how I came about writing my first novel, again, which was the Lucia Chronicles Book 1, The Prophecy, was the result of my 2013 novel participant in National Novel Writing Month. So basically, that novel that I spent all of November writing last year, I ended up publishing it through CreateSpace, which is an Amazon affiliate for self-publishers. It was 91,000 words was the result of my writing during the month of November. So basically, NaNoWriMo is 30 days of writing where you write every single day. And the website is wonderful because they offer you a way to track your goal. They tell you what your average word goal should be each day, and they have graphs to show you, and they if you get stuck, they have things like writing prompts or things that will, kill a character or have a character have a dream, or things to help you keep the story moving. The thing I like best about it, which I think is what a lot of people get hung up on after talking to other writers and to people who want to be writers, or even to my students who struggle with writing, is that they get hung up on oh, it's not good enough, I need to go back and fix this. Well, the beauty of NaNoWriMo is that you don't fix it, you just write. Even if you're writing gibberish because you have writer block one day, you just write regardless. And what ends up happening is you focus on the writing part, and that really helps you keep the story moving along. And you can't go back and edit until December 1st. They have another part of the program where it's editing and proofing and all of that kind of stuff. And they can really walk you through the stages up to publication. How I ended up publishing my book is one of the rewards for finishing and being a 2013 winner by accomplishing the 50,000 word goal for me was 2 free proofs through CreateSpace. And that's how I ended up publishing my book. And now my book's available on barnesandnoble.com and Amazon, and through some local libraries in the area that I live in. So NaNoWriMo is a great way to get started. It is in November 2014. You can register early. I'll include the links below this video so that you can poke around the website and see what kind of support they offer. But it's a very large community that offers a lot of support. You can either take part in the community or not take part in the community. Regardless, you can still access a lot of the features of the website, whether you want to talk to other NaNoWriMo participants or not. Something cool when you finish is you get a t-shirt. So winner NaNoWriMo 2013 t-shirt that, well, you have to purchase it, but it's still cool to wear it and people ask you about it. And The other cool thing is not only are you considered a winner, but you could probably publish your book and you can get feedback from other community members in NaNoWriMo and things like that. So that is my number one tip for I want to write a novel, but I don't know where to start. I don't know how to do it. If you have at least an idea floating around in your head, and that's all I started with, is I had a very vague idea. I always knew I wanted to write a book. I just didn't know how to go about it. And so as my students were participating in NaNoWriMo last year, I participated as well. And the end result was my first novel. So this is my first video on this channel, and it's all about NaNoWriMo. And I'm going to be talking about it more as November approaches. I'm kind of on the fence as to whether or not to participate this year because I'm in the process of proofing my third book. So I'm not sure if I'll have time to devote to NaNoWriMo. I do want to participate, so hopefully things just work out and I can participate this year because I still have lots of ideas floating around in my head for novels for young adults. I think I might venture even more into sci-fi. After all my Doctor Who watching, I'm kind of feeling inspired. So basically, this channel, like I said, is going to be for people who want to write, people who already write, maybe if you have to teach language arts, and for people who just like to read. So it's a reading and writing channel by an author and a middle school educator. I'm also a reading professor. I teach teachers how to teach reading, basically. So hopefully you enjoy this video. I plan on keeping them as short as possible, but as informative as possible. And if you liked it, thumbs up. Hopefully you did. Or at least it made you think a little bit about joining NaNoWriMo this year and participating in November. So that's all I have today. So happy writing!